In today's world, due to the impact of climate change, environmental responsibility is not just a trend, but a call to action on all stakeholders to take necessary steps to protect the environment through effective management systems. Now, the ISO 14001, which is an internationally recognized standard for environmental management, actually provides a framework for managing the environment, and companies that seek to get certified to the ISO standard actually are able to demonstrate this commitment, and that comes with a lot of benefits, some of which are the fact that it demonstrates commitment to the highest standard of environmental management, making the company very responsible in the eyes of stakeholders. Secondly, it reduces cost by way of reducing waste and ensuring efficiency in operations. To reduce environmental aspect, businesses are able to save money, and that increases profitability. Again, it enhances the reputation of businesses. Businesses are able to build credibility, and that inspires confidence in their stakeholders, particularly clients or customers, indicating that they are indeed responsible. And this actually opens up a new market of opportunities where they are able to get more contract, because some clients are willing to actually do business with only companies that are responsible for the environment. We all know the impact of climate change, which is totally unacceptable, and for that reason, we want to make sure that everybody is compliant and being responsible as far as environment is concerned. Now, to be able to benefit from all of this, when you are certified as a company to the ISO standard, it's very important that you do your regular auditing, and this actually brings us to our ISO 14001 auditing tool. So without wasting time, just gonna head straight onto my screen, and that's right there. So this is a very unique template which we use for conducting audit on environmental management system. So only companies that actually subscribe to the ISO 14001 standard, that's when you'd actually use this template. All right, so this is our table of content, which, like all our templates, this is just to provide an overview of the template, all the features basically within the template, and you can actually click here to be taken to the specific page. All right, so this is the approved list, which is a list of root causes, action priority, whether high, medium, and low, and action status. So this is what you actually predefine, because you're going to use it in the template. Now, this list of root causes, you can actually build on it. Now, there's a scoring criteria, and this is specifically looking at compliance, opportunity for improvement, minor and major non-conformance, and their definitions and the actions that has to be taken. Now, there's the main audit checklist, and that is strictly on ISO 14001. And these are all the questions that make up, that's, actually help us to meet the requirements of the clauses and the sub clauses. So it goes all the way from context, leadership, planning, support, operation, evaluation, and improvement. All right. Now, you are free to provide the expectations and then the audit evidence that supports the findings. So based on the finding which you're going to be providing here, any minor or major non-conformance will be transferred to the action plan sheet. Now, this is actually the summary of the audit findings based on the various clauses and sub-clauses, and we are actually looking at the total of compliance, minor, major, and OFI with regards to the clause number, and that's actually helping us to estimate the level of compliance against the targets. And then we have the non-conformance, corrective and preventive action plan. So this action plan is actually helping us to, provide a root cause for any major or minor non-conformance, and we provide corrective and preventive action for tracking purpose, where we provide the person responsible, the target date for closing the action, and then the action priority, whether high, medium, and low, and action status. So if action is open, the days due is going to be tracked automatically for you. And if an action is closed, then it goes blank. All right. So this section is actually, coming from all the findings on the checklist. All right. So as you update this checklist, for example, once we take out these responses, but before that, let me just clear the filter, and so you can see it clearly. Once I take out these, responses, minor and major non-conformance, and go here, you notice that it's blank. So that simply tells us that this section populates automatically, and you would have to make sure that you get rid of these entries just to make sure that there is no data in there that are not needed. All right. So that is if you want to make sure that you are quality checking the report to ensure that it's representing exactly what it is. So if here is blank, everything here should be blank. All right. So we use this to filter out. Okay. but we need to make sure that we bring back our responses so that we are able to all right, bring it back to exactly what it was. So now everything comes back, and basically that's for this very sheet, right? Now we have the audit report. That's for use by anyone who is interested, but you have the option to actually stick to your management system documentation, which is your audit report template. Now there's a dashboard, and as you can see, this dashboard is very insightful. It's giving us, the performance of the organization as far as the audit is concerned, because we're looking to ascertain the level of compliance, and at the end of the period we should be able to estimate a score. So we have the number of audit questions, how many are compliant, how many are major and minor non-conformance, how many opportunities for improvement, what is the level of compliance against the standard as far as all the clauses are concerned, from context, leadership, planning, support, operation, evaluation, and improvement. Again, you're looking at the count of the findings, the compliance, the minor, major, non-conformance, and opportunity for improvement. In accordance with all the clauses, basically, we can actually see that there's a lot of, which is in the region of compliance. Over here is the estimated overall score, which is 89%, indicating that the organization has done quite well as far as this audit is concerned. And again, we are looking to closing all these corrective actions or preventive actions to ensure that there's effort towards continual improvement. All right. So these are all the reports we use for the dashboard. You can actually copy and paste on PowerPoint or any let's say Word document just for internal communication if you don't want to rely on the dashboard. So these are the count of minor, major, non-conformance, compliant, and opportunity for improvement, and there's a total sum of compliance, minor, major, non-conformance, and opportunities for improvement. So that's pretty much what our template is all about, just to support in carrying out an audit with adequate reporting. That's actually what we are seeking to do, that once you carry out your audit, you'll be able to adequately report on the performance of the organization on a dashboard based on the criteria that has been set. All right. So if you're interested in this template, all you need to do is just head over to our website and scroll all the way down here. You're going to find our list of templates right there. So that's right there. 14,001 auditing tool. Okay, so I hope this video has been insightful. In case you are interested in content like this, I would encourage you to follow us on our LinkedIn page, and also do well to subscribe to this channel and hit on the notification button. I'm going to see you again soon in another video. Bye for now. Cheers.